other items for consideration. And that's section 9 on our agenda, American Rescue Plan Act Subcommittee. And for that, we are back with our Finance Director, David Goldman.
All right, so this is a continuation of the item that we had at the workshop regarding the American Rescue Plan Act. The funding discussion occurred on June 30th, 2021 at the workshop. It included the American Rescue Plan Act permissible and restricted uses. A phasing concept suggestion was presented and various proposals and initiatives were discussed. Council feedback included the creation of a subcommittee of the council to work through the details of the funding and develop a list of spending proposals and initiatives to take back to council. The phasing concept included setting up the management of any program that we're going to be utilizing for the American Rescue Plan Act funds, and also provide funding for the immediate response from now until mid-22. And the phase 2 would start in mid-22 until the end of the funding to build resilience, innovation, and optimization throughout the city. Those are suggestions. Obviously, if we have a committee, we can move in a different direction. This is the timeline that I laid out at the workshop. The ideas, discussion, and direction. We'd have some costing and direction, and then in September we'd come to the budget amendment and commence implementation for phase 1, and phase 2 would come later. But of course, that's all up to the council. So this is the recommended motion to create a subcommittee for the American Rescue Plan Act consisting of at least 2 council members and appropriate staff. But we definitely welcome city council feedback as to how to go forward with the planning for this funding.
Thank you, Mr. Goldman. Before we turn to council, want to verify that we've gotten no public comment?
That's correct,
City
Mayor.
Clerk,
No public comment on this item.
I know you're getting tired of that. Thank you for your patience. We will then move back to council. Any discussion, questions, input, motions? Councillor Eisen. That may have been left over. Councillor Eisen, are you?
I'm sorry.
That's all right.
I forgot to unmute. Just to clarify, tonight, what you're requesting is that we just create a subcommittee into existence. We're not looking at the actual makeup of said subcommittee or any of those details. All we're doing tonight is just saying, yes, we want a committee.
Well, we were hoping to get direction as to who the council would want on that committee. So, but it's up to the council, however you want to proceed. It's totally open.
Yeah, I think this, as a follow-up, we've heard from council that they certainly want to be involved. And so I think that's why we're presenting it this way. Mayor Pro Tem? Or maybe Councillor Heisen, were you done, or did you have more questions?
I can be done for now. Yeah.
Okay.
I'll chime in. I'll chime in a minute. Thank you.
Thank you. Mayor Pro Tem.
I really like the idea, again, of this subcommittee and having at least 2 council members. My strong background, I've done it, but I know that Councilman Wassinger has been in financing and has a degree. So I would like to see her on it just because she has some of the expertise that I know I don't have, if that's willing, but definitely would like to see the committee.
Thank you, Mayor Pro Tem. Councillor Servadius?
So I would second that nomination. I was curious, Mayor, you mentioned that some council members had expressed an interest. Obviously, I'd like to see those folks get placed on there. If there's someone that has, a strong interest, let's hear who they are and nominate them. I was about to nominate Councilmember Wiesner.
Okay. I see he's got his hand up, but I also see before that Councilor Wassinger has her hand up.
Oh, hey, thank you for those kind words. Yeah, I wouldn't mind participating in the subcommittee. But I'd also, I know this is probably going to be an ongoing committee. This is a long process. It sounds like to use these funds. So I'd also like to see a council member that I am gonna. I don't know if retire is the right word here in December. I won't be on council anymore. So I certainly don't mind participating until then, and would like to see someone maybe that's planning on being there in the long haul as well. So yeah, I'd love to help on the committee if that's the will of the council and staff. Thanks.
Thank you, Councilor Wassinger. Councilor Wiesner?
Thank you, Mayor, and thank you for that, Councilor Servadius, and I would certainly be honored to step up and help out here. I would certainly suggest that when it comes to brainstorming, and that's what we're going to be doing here, right, that the more the merrier, I would certainly suggest that maybe our recommended action be updated to read of up to 3 council members. Obviously, we can have a third council member without it being a quorum, and that's just one more voice from the council, one more set of ideas, and I think this is an important enough stuff that we get as much input as we can.
Thank you, Councilor Wiesner. So I think we can certainly do that. So we've got 2 who have suggested they would, and if a third wants to step up, please let us know.
I heard 3. Maybe I heard wrong.
Three already?
I thought it was Mayor Pro Tem, Councilmember Wiesner, and Councilmember Wassinger, but maybe I heard wrong.
Is that it?
Mr. Coleman, I was just suggesting Erica, but if there's no one else with the time, I would be happy to serve, but I don't want to, Mr. Mack is a businessman and he's got expertise too, and Tara has also worked in business, so if someone else has the time, I just assume share it with him. So, but if I think a 3-member would be good, so wanting to hear from the other members of council.
So I see Councilor Heisen has her hand up.
Thank you, Mayor. I would be happy to participate. I think, I didn't love the idea of maybe 3 council members on there, but I do think Erica would be a really fantastic addition to the group. And then if there were 3 counselors, then when she retires in December, she could drop off, and then 2 council members could stay on the group, and that way somebody wouldn't be coming in the middle of the process and have to pick, kind of pick up in the middle. So if we want to start with 3, I would be delighted to participate. Thank you.
Great, thank you. So I think that concludes. Did you have any more than David on this topic for now? Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you, Council. Well, I'm going to move on to item number 10A then at this point.